Hi everyone, it's me, Elizabeth Saenz, aka Fairy Woman. You know, I'm like not dressing up, don't have any jewelry on, got my wet hair from my shower, late night shower I took. I just kind of feel like we're at that stage in our relationship now. I mean, I've been doing this for days. We're on day 39 in the Fairy's Guide to Being Human Magical Companion. And you can see me with wet hair and a t-shirt, it's okay. What's really important is the fairy message. Fairy message for day 26, day 26 in the book, day 29 for us on the video series. Fairy message. Receiving is a sacred experience. It's allowing yourself to be open, let down your guard, and trust. It can feel scary and unsafe. That is only because you've been trained that this act makes you weak and vulnerable. Receiving is much more powerful than that. You must approach it not like the beggar asking for help, but like the flower drinking up the sun's rays. The light is everywhere. They receive what they need. They do not worry about lack or taking from another. When it becomes night, they do not fear they will never see the sun again. They trust the natural flow and rhythm of their reality. You too must drink up what is coming to you. All this good is for you to receive with gratitude. And the action step, and then I'll tell you a little bit about all of this. The action step is, what are you afraid of receiving? What are you afraid of not receiving? And how can you allow yourself to receive the good now? I have a lot of people that don't realize they're afraid of receiving. Have come to me as clients and friends over the years. We think in our conscious mind, well, I really want this, so obviously I'm open to receiving it. But the truth is, sorry to shake the camera again. The truth is that the idea of receiving something sometimes means we have to step out of our known experience of being. And to step out of our known experience of being is very scary. Stepping into a new unknown, because even though the known experience might have been uncomfortable, it still was known, so it felt safe. And now you're stepping into an unknown, it doesn't feel safe, even if it is more comfortable. I feel like we're kind of in that push-pull energy right now in our society, where it's like we really can't go back to the old way of being. But as we're moving into new way of being, it feels so scary, and we're in unknown territory, and we're dealing with so many aspects that we've never experienced together as a society, that everyone's just kind of fumbling around. And in this fumbling around chaos, things are getting crazy. Let's just call a spade a spade. Especially in the US, things are really crazy right now. But I will give you the thing that I'm focusing on to help me stay centered and not completely fly off the handle. And I still have those moments where I'm flying off the handle. Yeah, I think I should first say, if you're feeling scared or anxious or a little bit crazy right now or angry, it's valid. And I think trying to deny those feelings won't benefit you. You should allow yourself to feel those valid feelings. Write a poison pen letter, which is you write down all your anger. Find that someone safe you can vent to. Just record yourself in a video that you're going to delete later. Whatever you need to do, just get it out of your head and into the air can make a huge difference. Burn the poison pen letter afterwards, by the way. That's one of the main steps of that, in case you don't know. So all that being said, the thing I have to keep bringing myself back to, after I've had my moment of rage or fear or anxiety, is that we are going through a massive shift. We've been warned, if you've been in the New Age community at all in the last 10 years, last 20 years, they've been warning us about this. I mean, there's been this has been coming. We've known it's been coming. And this shift that we're going through is going to take, I mean, we're hitting like the high note now, we're hitting the crescendo now, but there's still a lot. I mean, there'll be still stuff happening probably for the next couple of years. I just don't think it's quite at this level. But we have to go through it to get to the other side. We have to have the deconstruction before we can have the creation. You know, the natural order of things to bring balance is like you have to tear the things down to bring it back up to the right place. That is the energy we are in right now. And if I can see it as that, it's just the chaos of the destruction before the creation. If I can see it as the turning of the soil to get ready to plant, it makes it easier to move forward. And I think some people are kind of watching this outwardly and feeling like, oh, I was feeling this 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, or 5 years ago. Kind of different levels in the last 5 years. I've seen people going through this where their whole life was turned inside out, where everything was turned upside down. So we get to this point where it's happening on the societal level. It feels kind of like, okay, yeah, I've been through this. I can do this again. And oh, this is happening now for everyone. So it's going to be on a different scale. But it doesn't feel as unknown because they've already been through that process. And I think that's fine too. I think those people, I'm one of those people. The last 6 years of my life, I've just been utter chaos. That when all this stuff has been happening, it was like, okay, it's another one of those surrender to the moment. It's another one of those, I don't know what the future holds. I've done this, I can do this. And it's our responsibility to kind of anchor that energy, ground that energy for the people around us, to remind them like, hey, we're going through that chaos. It'll be okay. And I really do believe it will be okay. I really do believe that this is this mass awakening for the humanity consciousness. And it's just going to be a little bit ugly as we go through it, because the spiritual awakening, I know a lot of people believe it's like some beautiful light from the sky, but I've not seen a spiritual awakening yet that wasn't ugly, that didn't have ugly crying, that didn't have just complete disaster moments. Like you have to have the breakdown to have the breakthrough, and that's where we're at. So all that being said, if you can focus on what's coming in, open to receiving the good that's coming in, open to seeing that this is all happening because our highest and best as a society, not even just personally, but as a society, is coming. And we need to open and receive it. We need to stop trying to chase back what happened behind us and open to the new unknown. Because when we really open to receive the new unknown, miracles happen. So I hope you have a miraculous, magical day. And I'll see you tomorrow.